Hello and good day, ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome back to Let's Play Scratch's DC The Last Visit. We are a random journalist who I decided to call Frank West, and we have come here to the Blackwood Manor 4 years after the horrific adventures of Michael Arthate, cause, well, people want to demolish this beautiful mansion in 2 weeks, which is a problem. We are here because we want to find something that could make a good article for the newspapers. And yes, seriously, this random journalist does not have a name so far. What a shame. The only problem is that I could not be alone inside this place. Yes, that hole outside was not big enough for a human to fit through, but still. Try not to think about it. It is time to examine the second floor. Seriously though, what if a certain someone escaped? 4 freaking years or more have passed, and yet I still don't really feel all that safe within these walls. Oh well, try to focus. Looks like the random thieves didn't like every piece of art the mansion had to offer. Whoa, I take everything back. Apparently they did like the art. Every picture in this corridor is gone. Maybe they just chose at random. This, however, is a room I am interested in. The guest room Michael Arthate used to sleep in. Maybe we can find something he left behind.
This is the room where Michael Arthate slept those 3 fateful days. Not much to see here, though.
I don't know if I should pronounce his name differently now. I always used to say Michael Arthate, not Arthate, but I don't think anybody cares. So, let us investigate this room. Feels like it was just yesterday that I sat down in front of this big window and typed a page with Michael's trusty typewriter. Oh my, could that be one of his suitcases? If yes, then he did leave it behind. He just ran, left the mansion in a hurry. Can you blame him though? My, the bat has seen much better days as well. The big picture with the lady's face is gone. At least the mirror is not broken, but seriously, everything has been stolen. Oh dear, have a look at that. A single piece of paper that fell out of the knocked over trash basket. It is in fact a page, a ripped out page from the diary of Christopher Milton, who used to live in this room. Windows getting filthy.
That's odd. Arthate left most of his stuff in here. In turn, it seems, later visitors have barely left anything.
Oh my, later visitors stole everything? Even his book? His trusty typewriter? Perhaps even his little notebook? That would not be good. Those guys would be able to call Barbara and such. Well, it's been 4 years, ever since that day. Ever since those 3 days. And I have no idea what Michael Arthate is up to nowadays. Still though, I have to give our random journalist that. He is definitely well informed. He knows that Michael stayed in this very room. Nice, Mr. Frank West. Oh, down there on the floor was Christopher Milton's doctor's certificate. And here is his bag, empty. Why the hell would a bunch of random thugs want to steal medical equipment? Then again, why the hell not? I guess this is about everything we can do here in the guest room. Oh my, what is this? They even tore up the beautiful curtain. Jesus Christ. Hard to imagine that this was my room. Sad. What would Catherine say if she knew that a bunch of random people are destroying her home? Let's not think about that. Well, 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 if it isn't the big door leading into the gallery. I wonder how much of a garbage dump this place has become. How much has been stolen. Oh dear, come to think of it, what if it has been stolen? You all know what I am talking about. Oh Jesus Christ, may the Lord help that poor soul. He or she wouldn't know how to get rid of the curse.
This room was probably a cozy place before. Not anymore.
My goodness. Look what they have done to the master bedroom. It used to have a rather majestic appearance to it. Good lord. Oh, but what is this? Oh my, thankfully they have not stolen the picture of the cute, adorable chihuahua. Why the hell would they not want to take it though? This is the best picture out of the whole collection. What kind of thieves are we dealing with here? Silly them, I guess. And there is the hidden safe. I guess the classic trick of hiding it behind a picture didn't work on whoever the hell broke into this place. Everything is just destroyed. Not much I can say, I'm afraid. Every drawer we've come across so far has been opened and thoroughly searched. The kind of thing you can expect from thieves. James would definitely spin in his freaking grave if he saw what has happened to his home. Anything inside the drawers? Oh my, there's a little glass bottle or something. Didn't I see this during my first investigation already? But I don't think Michael was too interested in it. Let's see.
A bottle of thalidomide. I remember reading something about that drug.
Thalidomide? Wait a minute, I've heard that name before. To be honest, I know what kind of drug thalidomide is. I once read it up on the net. Let's see what I can recall. As far as I remember, it was a sedative drug introduced in the 1950s, and it was used to treat morning sickness or something. Was used for quite a long time, however was eventually taken away from the market cause, well, there was a rather big negative side effect of the thalidomide. It caused females to have birth defects. Indeed, now I remember the article I've read. Yes, the thalidomide caused females to have birth defects. They called it one of the biggest medical tragedies of modern times. So wait a minute, if this is here, then could that mean? No. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. I wanted to postpone talking about this subject until after this little adventure. However, it seems that I am no longer able to. We need to talk about the son, Robin Blackwood, right now. Let's see. What did we know so far? Originally, I assumed that Robin Blackwood had simply died. After all, Christopher Milton said, in the newspapers even, that the boy's conception had been doomed from the very start. James also thought that his son had died during the birth. But how true is that? Let's go back to being Michael Arthate, 4 years ago, down in the basement, encountering that creature. Back then I already made an assumption, as I called out for it, by the name Robin. Yes, indeed. My assumption is that the creature down in the basement was in fact Robin Blackwood. But how could that be true? How could a young, innocent baby possibly turn into such a disfigured, gruesome-looking creature? Well, that is where the dark secret of Catherine and Christopher comes into play. They had something that they hid away from James. And now, all of a sudden, we discover this bottle of thalidomide within the master bedroom. James always assumed that the influence of the mask had killed his son. But again, how true is that? What if Catherine took the thalidomide and that led to the misconception of Robin? However, the son never died, he just came out the wrong way. Let's think about it. Normally, the father is not allowed to be in the room during the act of birth. What if they saw the son saw the way he came out, and Catherine didn't want to pressure James with that their son, well, his birth had not been alright. She wanted to keep it a secret, and so she gave the boy to Christopher Milton, and eventually they brought him away. Brought him into a secret basement beneath the mansion where they kept him. I am not too sure how they were able to construct this secret basement without James noticing it. Who knows? Maybe the basement was constructed after James found out about it all, and before that, Christopher and Catherine kept Robin somewhere else. Fact is that the boy slowly grew up into an inhuman, violent creature. And one day, during a visit or perhaps during an ordinary session of taking care of him, the boy assaulted and killed his own mother, Catherine. After that gruesome event, I presume that Christopher could no longer keep it a secret, or else he would have gone insane much earlier already. He revealed it all to his best friend, James. And James then proceeded to bury his own wife, because he didn't want to go to the authorities with his theories that the mask was at fault for everything. What exactly happened after that, after they probably created that secret basement for Robin? Maybe James died, just like the newspaper article stated, due to a heart attack. You can argue if that fact is true or not, but if James died, then it would mean that Christopher afterwards was all alone in this mansion by himself, together with Robin. There is one thing I didn't really bring up during the playthrough. When we were up in the attic, within the chest full of articles, we also found one paper stating that there had been a rather big meat delivery. Why the hell would the family Blackwood be in need of raw meat? Lots of it. Well, obviously, now we can assume something. Perhaps James and Christopher always ordered it to feed Robin. However, after James died, Christopher slowly went insane. He couldn't perform the ritual, and one day just left the mansion. But he couldn't forget about the poor boy, and proceeded to visit him now and then, throwing raw meat through the grating in front of the house. Good God. I feel like Robin is the true victim in all of this. Yes, James is dead after suffering so very much. Yes, Catherine died a gruesome death. Yes, Christopher Milton was driven into insanity. But Robin? The poor child. They just left him alive. They didn't put him out of his misery. And eventually they just threw him into a dark prison beneath the mansion, where he had to desperately stay alive by eating raw meat and drinking from the rusty pipes. Now, if only Mr. Frank Westy would be aware of all these facts, then he might be able to understand why staying within these walls is a bad idea. Poor child or not, Robin is dangerous. And he tried to dig himself out of his prison with his bare hands.
Aha, the plot thickens. This is the gallery where James Blackwood carried on his eccentric hobby. Or what's left of it.
Oh dear. Another sad view, isn't it? This used to be James's greatest hobby. You can argue if it led to his downfall or not, but now? Now, everything is gone. The masks and spears here on the wall. The elephant tusks, the glass just shattered. The masks, the pots, the drums, even the necklace. Everything. Oh, James. If only you wouldn't have stolen the mask. Almost everything could have been avoided. Yes, your boy would still have been a misconception due to Catherine's drug, but the manor wouldn't look as miserable as it does now. It is your fault after all.
What a shame they took everything. I would have loved to have seen what kind of stuff Blackwood kept here.
Believe me, my friend, it was rather disturbing stuff, to say the least. You wouldn't have wanted to see it, believe me. There's the thing that used to hold the necklace, I presume. Broken in 2 pieces. Now, what about that room? The door is gone. I can't say that I wouldn't feel happy if the ritual mask is no longer there. If it was stolen. Still though, whoever took it, that poor, poor soul.
Not much to see here.
Oh, you got that right, Mr. Frank West. Well then, let's peek inside the storage room, shall we?
How interesting. This seemed to be a secret storeroom. Whatever was here must have been of high importance. Unless they wanted to keep it secured for other reasons.
It's gone. Whoever decided to make this mansion his or her target for petty theft, they also stole the mask. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bloody, bloody fools. Just imagine, somewhere out there in the world, somebody right now has the ritual mask of the Dalmar in his or her possession. Maybe the person even thinks about selling it to a museum on the black market, or God knows. Eventually the curse will be unleashed once again. And all the work will have been for naught. Well, at least it will not be able to find his way back to Michael. That's a good thing. Also, I like the attitude of this journalist here. He knows that something is not right. His boss tried to convince him, don't worry, Michael Arthur just made up some random stories about, I don't know, aliens and the like. But this journalist actually thinks that there's more to it. There are lots of mysteries surrounding the Blackwood Manor. Supernatural mysteries as well.
Just useless junk.
Indeed. Well, I am glad that it is gone. I wouldn't like to see it ever again. I am pretty sure that the influence of the mask caused Robin to turn into such a monster. Oh dear, how must the Dalmar feel right now? Do they feel like they have been released from the eternal curse, or are they going nuts, slaughtering any tribe living nearby, thinking that they could have stolen the mask? A question that will never be answered. So far so good, we are almost done with the second floor. What do we have over here? This is the door leading to the upper bathroom. The stairway leading down. There's the garbage and, oh my, cracks all over the walls. Oh, they didn't steal the ambulance though. That's awkward.
I think I'll take my chances with the other stairway. This one looks quite dangerous.
Yep, you said that already, my friend, and I believe you. Oh, what do you know? That picture of the monster eating somebody is still there. I cannot imagine why anybody would want to leave this behind. They took the one of Cthulhu, though. And the creepy doll picture as well. How about the stairway leading up to the attic?
I won't be able to go upstairs. It looks too dark. And, dangerous.
So you also left your flashlight at home, right, my friend? Well, I don't blame you. The attic was always kind of a disturbing place. And I really don't need to see these rooms again. What about this bathroom, though? Look at the dirt on this glass. Uh-huh. Oh my. It's rather dark in here, isn't it? Jesus Christ. That's how dirty the windows have gotten over the course of time. Damn. Huh. I highly doubt that I will be able to accomplish anything in here. Back as Michael Arthur, the only thing we really discovered within this bathroom was a rock. No, not a rock, a rack. And that thing is probably... well, I don't know where it is. Who knows? Jesus, look at the dirt.
The window seems to have been covered with mud.
Indeed. But why would anybody do this? Who knows? God, this place is filthy. It's unbelievable. What do we have here? The bathtub. Could be anything inside.
I can't see a thing in this bathroom. And I forgot to bring my flashlight.
Ah, so you didn't willingly leave it at home, you forgot it! Michael Arthur syndrome, anybody? Oh my, you are such a lovely protagonist. Is there anything else to say about these mud-covered windows?
The window seems to have been covered with mud.
Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. So, there's nothing of importance on the first floor, and nothing on the second either, which only leaves the basement. Oh my, can't say that I am a fan of what I'm about to do. Oh Christ, not that basement again. I feel like it's only been yesterday, ever since I was down there the first time. Which would actually be the truth, considering when these videos were recorded. One day after the other. Oh my god. Oh lordy. This does not bode well. Nope, not at all. This is probably the worst thing I've ever done, returning to the place of pure evil. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, but I like to maintain suspense, so let us make today's episode a little bit shorter than usually. Yeah, when we'll come back with Let's Play Scratchers, our brave, nameless journalist here is going to descend into, no, not the Castle of Brandenburg, that game is for another Let's Play, but into the darkness indeed. Until then, one and all, until then.